Today, let's talk about how to differentiate your business by adding value to your product offerings that go beyond the physical product itself. So I'm talking about bundling in services, expertise, and ease of doing business that help to position your business not just a product business, but also a partner in providing solutions that help your clients reach their intended goals. And those goals are going to be very specific to your customers. If your customers are looking to reduce risk in their businesses, if we're talking about contractors that want to finish their projects on schedule, but at the same time managing the risk, those are the things that you're going to be thinking about. How can I make it easier for them to reduce risks in their projects? If your customers are more about speed, how can I help my customers achieve their intended goals in half the time? If your customers are more about convenience, these are the things that you're going to be thinking about when you start bundling your products with all of these other options that then help you stand out from the competition. All right, so let's just jump right in and talk about speed. So in this instance, we're talking about how can I help my customer achieve their intended outcome in half the time? And we're specifically talking about speed because everybody values time. Across the spectrum, time is a limited commodity and it's extremely valuable. So any amount of time that you can shave off from your contractor's schedule or your architect's schedule or anyone that you're working with, if you can help them move faster, this is something that will help your business stand out. And so we can talk about the obvious one, and that is getting the product to them as quickly as possible. And so that is something that you can offer either, express shipping or skip the line or some sort of customization options that allows them to get the product in their hands in less time. So there is ways that you can partner with other companies or other services to help get the product in the client's hands as quickly as possible. Now, the thing with speed is that when we're talking about physical delivery, getting the product in the client's hands, sometimes you will run into limitations. That is always not physically possible. You're going to hit a spot where we can only go this fast. You can only produce the material so fast. You can only fabricate at a certain speed. You're going to hit a limit with that. And so now you want to start thinking about what are the other options, because if you can only manufacture at a certain speed and that is your limit, are there any other ways to reduce the time between order and actually getting the product in the customer's hands? And then are there options that are more psychological options? Here's what I mean. You don't necessarily have to increase the speed with which you're producing the item, but you can increase the speed with which you respond to customers' inquiries. You can reduce the speed with which you call a customer if they want to schedule a consultation. You can provide them with options to be able to track the order that they requested. Increasing the speed is not necessarily going faster, but it is providing assurance to your customer that you are working as quickly as possible. A good example that I can give you is the Domino's pizza tracker. If you have ordered a pizza from Domino's, they will send you an email, of course, with your order confirmation and all of that. But in addition to that, you get a tracker, and it has these stops where it says that your order is being prepared, it is being packed together, it is ready for pickup. So even though they're not really making your pizza any faster, I believe there is a limit to how fast you can make a pizza. But just the fact that they have this little tracker that keeps telling you at each stage what's happening with your order, that helps you think that they are working as quickly as possible. At least that's how I see it. I see it as soon as I place my Domino's order, someone is jumping on it and they're making my pizza as fast as they possibly can, and they want to get it in my hands as quickly as possible. So think about the things that are going to reassure your customer that you are working as fast as possible so that they can also get prepared to receive your order or to receive their order as soon as it's ready. Speed is extremely valuable. And do not be afraid to charge a premium for speed. That's another thing. People will pay a premium to get the product faster. So if you find a way to reduce the time in which your customer can receive the actual physical product, or the time in which they can reach the outcome that they're trying to reach, do not be afraid to charge for that. If you think about it, there is an entire product called Amazon Prime whose primary purpose is speed. And if you think about Amazon Prime for a second, it started as a feature. It started as, you can buy something from Amazon and select if you want to get it faster, and that's just a feature. And it has evolved into an entire brand. It has evolved into an entire product called Amazon Prime, because that is how much people value speed. That is how much people are willing to pay extra to get things faster. All right, number 2 is reduced effort. Are there opportunities for you to reduce the amount of effort your customer has to put in order to achieve their desired outcomes? And that could really be anything. If you have the capability to customize orders for your customers, and that helps them cut some work off of their plate, they will be happy to look at that. Anything that sets you apart from just being able to provide this physical thing, if you can go beyond that and say, I know that this requires some customization that you're probably going to have to do once you get to your shop, how about we take that off of your hands? Anything that will add value to the product by reducing the effort on the customer side, that is going to set you apart from the competition. Is there any kind of automation that you can offer? Is there any kind of customization or pre-built parts that you can provide your customer so that it reduces the effort that they have to do? Are there any bundles that you can provide along with your product that then make it easier for your customer to accomplish their mission? Can you bundle other tools, or can you bundle other products within your product that then make it easier for the customer to do what they need to do? So again, think of all of those opportunities. Think of start to end how your customer intends to use your product, and look at opportunities to make it easier for them, so that at the end of the day, you're providing them with a whole solution rather than just an individual product. All right, number 3 is access to expertise. And this is something that is overlooked, and I see a lot of business owners just completely disregarding this one, and it is a huge one. If you're a business owner that has been in business for 20, 30 plus years, and you have accumulated all of this expertise, go ahead and bundle that into your product. Go ahead and build an offer that bundles your expertise with your product, and that is going to be very valuable. The last thing you want to do is to have your customer trying to piece information together to figure out how they're going to end up using your product, or how they are going to accomplish a certain outcome which involves your product. Now, this is something very simple to put together, but it's not easy because you have to sell it a certain way. But if you can reduce the customer's effort, if you can help them get to their outcome faster because you're providing them with expertise or a piece of information, that will be very valuable. You will be able to charge a premium for it, and you will absolutely stand out from your competition. So I'm talking about pre-sale consultations, getting on the phone with customers and asking them, what are you building, and seeing where you can provide expertise, where you can provide case studies, anything that you have that will increase confidence and certainty in the customer's mind that they will be able to achieve their intended outcome will be very valuable to them. If you can provide training to their crews, if you can provide support in any kind of way, if there are any industry insights that you can provide, if there is anything that you have read up on or anything that you are uniquely qualified in that you can help your customer with, that is really going to help you stand out from just selling a product to solving a problem or being a partner with the customer to helping them achieve their goals. All right, the fourth one is increased likelihood of success. Basically meaning, can you increase their certainty that they are going to achieve what they're trying to achieve? Builders, especially, and people in the construction industry are very risk averse for a good reason, right? So any way that you can increase the certainty that they're going to get what they have planned, or they're going to get a certain outcome, is going to be very valuable to them. If you can provide them any warranties, any guarantees, if you can provide them guidance, expertise, anything that says, this is the plan that we have, and if we do all of these things in this order, it is somewhat guaranteed that we're going to achieve this outcome. People want to be able to sleep peacefully knowing that they have cut out a certain amount of risk, or they have a certain amount of certainty in what they're doing. So if you're offering a product plus some sort of guarantee, some sort of warranty, a return policy that is generous, if you're offering support, troubleshooting, tech support, anything that proves to this customer that this product has been used over and over and it has been successful, it has stood the test of time. If anything happens, you can come by, you can call our support department, you can return. Anything that increases confidence, reduces risk, that is going to be very valuable. It is going to help you stand out. Again, you don't want to just sell product to the customer. You're helping them along the way to achieve the outcome that they want to achieve. And if you can find a way to add these things into your business, then you're going to stand out from the other competitors that are only selling the product.